I want to light a fire inside of you if you are the evolutionary leader that I'm speaking to today. I want to light a fire that burns so brightly that you will recognize yourself without a shadow of a doubt that I am speaking to you. Now, this conversation today is not soft, it's not peaceful, it's not passive. This conversation today is a calling out to those who are here to evolve our relationship with reality. This conversation today is a calling out to those who are here to evolve how we do business, how we do life, how we do relationship with ourselves and others. Because the next big expansion is here, it's available. There's a birthing of a new reality that is here in the field. And this new reality is a massive step up, is a massive up-leveling of ourselves in relationship with life, in the context of our creative capacity. So there is a new version of reality that is making itself available that has us be at one with our capacity to create new versions of reality that have no suffering, that have no limitation, where our reptilian survival fight and flight response is completely dissolved. Where our personality, our stories, our belief systems based on some concept that we are limited is no longer the conversation that we're having. So I'm speaking to people who are courageous enough to tell themselves the truth that the masked peacefulness that they have been agreeing with and living by is no longer okay. And so you'll notice things going on in your life, you'll notice things going on in yourself, things feeling different, confusion, perhaps health issues, perhaps relationship breakdowns. Where things once flowed, perhaps they are no longer flowing. And you, as the evolutionary leader, are courageous enough to see this and to no longer pretend or hide or wish it all away. You, the evolutionary leader, feel this so intensely that you can feel something cracking open, something breaking. And it could be in your relationship, it could be in your business, it could be just within self. It might not be anything related to your external world that you can put your finger on. But you can feel something breaking. What was okay for many, many years is now no longer okay. and you are finally telling yourself the truth. And so I honor you for telling yourself the truth. I know that it can hurt. And I also know the freedom that exists on the other side of this. You see, an evolutionary leader is the one who feels intensely, who sees clearly, and who thinks wisely. They feel it through themselves first of all. And evolution happens through them first of all, to then spread its impact onto the people around them and onto many people that they will never even meet or know that they had an impact on. You see, an evolutionary leader is a vessel through which evolution, more fulfilling ways of living move through them. They are the vessel. It moves through them to move to others. And so I honor you. I honor you if this is the role that you have chosen or has chosen you. I honor you. Because it's not always pretty. It's not always pretty being an evolutionary leader. In fact, it's gritty at times. It's gritty. It's gritty because the evolutionary leader is not here to band-aid things up, to make people feel better, to resolve tension so that it all feels better for a moment. An evolutionary leader is here to break through the glass ceiling. And in doing so, there is a disruption that happens. There are cages that get rattled. There at times can be even more uncertainty on the outside before there is certainty and freedom. And so I honor you because as opposed to other people who choose safety in preference for growth, you have chosen growth above all else. And that is the greatest act of love that you could give yourself or another. You have chosen growth. You have chosen to move through and beyond the illusions of limitation and fear and all the stories that you've lived by, that your generations before you have lived by. You have chosen to move beyond that so generations to come no longer need to carry those stories of limitation. And so I just want you to think about this, all the people in your life that are turning up in ways that are disturbing you or that worry you. I want you to think about it like this. They are turning up for you to give you the impetus to break through and beyond these limitations that are showing up on the outside through them. You could even say that they have loved your soul so much that they would play that role for you so that you can break free, so that you can break free, so that they can then break free themselves. So if you are an evolutionary leader You recognize yourself to be this and to play this role. There is a certainty that is being asked of you, a definitiveness that is being asked of you right now to say yes to break through this glass ceiling. I see two types of people in my work. I see people who continue to think about expanding, and so what they're actually choosing is the behavior of thinking about their expansion, which means that they don't expand. Lots of talk, but they don't expand. And then I see people, and these are the people that I work with, who know that they have no choice but to expand. There is no time to think. There is no space to think. The yes to move beyond is greater than any circumstance or any fearful thought. The deal is done. They've chosen. And when they choose in that moment, with no distraction, the birthing of the new reality has already begun. And it's reflected in their external reality. I get calls to say, oh my God, I can't believe that this just happened. It happened because they decided, without doubt, without need for approval, without need for anybody to understand them, they chose. They believed in what was moving through them. They believed in their intuition so fiercely that they could not say no. This is an evolutionary leader. An evolutionary leader is not someone who is thinking about expanding and continues to think about expanding and ruminate. That is not an evolutionary leader. An evolutionary leader moves things. There is no movement there. And so I ask you, why did you watch this video? Why did I record this video for you? If you're still here watching this video, why? What is the conversation that you and I are having right now? What is moving through you in this conversation that you and I are having right now? What is your creation in having had me speak to you so directly? There is no compromise in this conversation. And so I promise you this, and I leave you with this. If you are that evolutionary leader who has a fire in their belly, who knows that it's not okay to remain as you are or as things are, who knows that there must be another way, a way of joy and freedom and true peace and connection and connectedness and powerfulness. If that is you, I promise you that should you choose, without any doubt, to say 100% yes to being this role and playing this role in your leadership, I promise you that you will experience a reality far beyond what you can comprehend now with your limited mind. And this reality will drip with gold. It will be more meaningful. It will be more fulfilling. than you could ever imagine right now. And it won't just be for you. It will be for the people that you love and for humanity. Evolution will move through you, and through you it will reach, it will touch into, and it will impact others. And they are waiting for you. They are waiting for you to choose this. They are waiting for you to play your role so that they can be free. Thank you.